All right, live on Facebook. I like it. Monday morning. It is what day is it? It's the 15th of March. It's cold today here though in New York. Last week spoiled us a little bit. Good morning, everybody. My name is Adam Handler. I'm your case handler, and welcome to your new week. Actually, I got to jump off because there's a tow truck here to tow my car. I'll talk about that in a minute. So I'm going to jump off right now. But ladies and gentlemen, you are officially cruising with the case handler. We are attorneys. We are Pollack, Isaac, and DeSico, a full-service law firm. I, of course, handle the personal injury cases. My partners Nelson and Conrad handle the immigration cases. And we're here to just let you know who we are and what we do and how we do it. And without further ado, I'm going to pass the mic to either David or Nelson and hopefully be back in a few minutes. But literally, I have a tow truck outside of my house right now because I have a flat tire. And you can't cruise with the case handler when one of your tires is flatter than a pancake. So you capable gentlemen, listen, this is live radio. This is what you get. No pre-records, and this is real life. So like I always say, you can never predict for an accident, but you can prepare for the response. I couldn't predict my tire would go flat, but I can prepare for what I need to do to fix that. So I'm going to pass it off, guys. Hold on.
Thank you so much. Adam Handler, ladies and gentlemen, having a very eventful morning, you might say. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, we do this show each and every single weekday at 9:30 a.m. It's brought to you by the law firm Pollack, Isaac, and DeSico, a very powerful law firm that is in Manhattan at 225 Broadway and on the third floor. They also have offices in Peekskill and also, ladies and gentlemen, in Brooklyn. However, you must call them to get that consultation. And that consultation, ladies and gentlemen, if it's immigration, will be a very short consultation, but it's free. All right. After that, make sure you book them. The number is 844 PPID law. That's 844-774-3529. That's 844-774-3529. Once again, make sure you count for them. 844-774-3529. That's 844 PPID law. Mr. Nelson Madrid, Mr. Maverick.
Good morning. How are you?
Finally let the managing partner, Conrad Pollack, in. Sorry, man. Not that we didn't see you, but there's so much going on here with Adam having.
He was getting a little uptight. He was being excluded from the party.
There. I didn't realize that we could do what you're doing for is that empty chair there? Maybe we'll do that for me tomorrow. Just have the empty chair there and leave a glass of water.
That's the Adam Handler. He's having some car trouble at home.
I heard.
Go figure. A flat tire at home. So, gentlemen, welcome to your show again. We're going to be talking immigration today. We're going to be talking some personal injury. Let's jump right into it. It's Monday morning, 27 minutes before the hour. Any updates as to anything that's going on with immigration? Nelson, Conrad?
It appears, and it's still a little murky, but it appears like administrative closure is coming back. And it's important because administrative closure allows someone in removal proceedings to temporarily close their case. Now, once their case is temporarily closed, they are eligible to do certain things. They don't necessarily administratively close all cases. It's certain types of cases. Cases, for instance, where people went to some unscrupulous attorneys or some notarios to start a process and ended up in removal proceedings. The person has ties to the United States, no criminal record, has paid taxes. And again, basically through no fault of their own, they went to someone who misguided them. Their case was denied and they found themselves in removal proceedings. This was something that was common during the Obama administration. It's basically just allocating resources and creating priorities. So these are people who are not considered to be priorities. And it sounds to me like they're, possibly considering bringing this back. So that's a good thing.
Nelson, I could jump in for a sec. Administrative closure, as Nelson was saying, happens to people that are in deportation removal proceedings, and it's a really good thing. It's basically an alternative for the most part to the case being adjudicated. So for instance, if you have a weak case, let's say you're applying for asylum or a cancellation of removal or whatever, you're trying to stay in the country and you've made an application for some kind of relief in order to stay in the United States, you don't have a strong case. You're not going to win. The odds are against you. Administrative closure under the Obama administration was created under the Obama administration and was utilized frequently by lawyers who know what they're doing, like PPID, to basically say to the judge, okay, judge, please don't deny my case. Don't order my client deported. Close his case out. And basically by doing that, and that was granted pretty liberally, pretty often, by doing that, as Nelson said, the person could stay here. They're not under threat of removal. The case is in a closed situation. They can apply for permission to work. Basically, it allows them to stay here and maybe accumulate other reasons to remain here over time. For instance, maybe it's someone who applied for asylum and wasn't married. It allows them time possibly to get married or have children or just accumulate time here, get a job, have an employer sponsor you, providing time to obtain a surer way to legalize. So the Trump administration, in their wisdom, of course, I'm sorry, I've been on the show all week. I'm not supposed to mention that name. He who shall remain nameless. The administration, in their wisdom, decided to end it because it was just, it was too beneficial to everybody. So they ended it. So what's the result, Nelson? What's the result of ending administrative closure?
The result is obviously having more people ordered removed.
And how many cases are pending now?
Oh, I don't even know. I mean, it wasn't even just the cases that are pending. Again, basically the prior administration had put a requirement saying each judge had to conclude 700 cases a year. And if you didn't conclude 700 cases a year, you'd get a negative review.
You get kicked off the bench, basically.
Right. And with enough negative reviews, what do you think would happen? You lose your job. So, of course, a lot of people, this created a big concern because it obviously took away the independence of these judges, right? Because at the end of the day, you obviously need a job to provide for your family, right? So by letting these cases go on and by giving these people some additional time, you're jeopardizing your own job security.
But by the same token, who's in a better position? Who's in the best position to determine what a judge's schedule should look like? You'd think the judge, right? Not the government, who has no idea what that judge's schedule or what his case are about. So administrative closure was really a brilliant idea by the Obama administration because it allowed judges to control their own schedule. And basically, it wasn't created to benefit illegal aliens. That wasn't the purpose of administrative closure.
Non-citizens.
Well, exactly. But it was created for the judges' benefit because it allowed them to knock cases off of their docket. So if they had 5,000 cases on their docket, for example, it allowed them to administratively close out files that weren't a priority for removal. They weren't criminals. They weren't people who had to get out of this country immediately, and close out the case, get it off their calendar, and work on the cases that were more significant. Go after the bad guys. Get those deportation cases moving. It allowed judges discretion, to do those things. The recent administration that is no longer around, thank God, ended that. All right, they didn't allow judges to have any discretion. Basically, you better close out your cases, or you keep doing it, you're going to get kicked off the bench, which again made a hell of a lot of sense, right? And as a result, also, what's happened is because judges have not been permitted to close out cases under the previous administration, what's happened? The judges' dockets, every one of them, has ballooned. So maybe before this last administration, the judge had 5,000 cases on his docket. Now he's got 10. All right, so the cases are moving even slower. So by the previous administration, in its zeal to remove illegal aliens, non-citizens, what they did was the reverse. They made their deportation cases move even more slowly, so those people are not going anywhere for even longer. The case might have taken 2 or 3 years before. Now it takes 5 years to finish it. Absolutely ridiculous. And luckily, as Nassim was saying, the Biden administration they have some wisdom in this regard because they've been in politics and they've been in previous administrations. They understand how things work. They are now apparently giving these immigration judges latitude once again to control their own calendars. So it's a good thing.
Wonderful.
And just to add to that, Squeeze, there is a big, so immigration judges previously not only had the power to administratively close cases, they also had the authority to terminate proceedings, right? And there's a difference. Administrative closure is temporarily closing the case. So either party, hypothetically, your case is administratively closed. Eventually you meet someone and now you're eligible for adjustment of status. You can move to recalendar that case so you can now adjust status. As Conrad said, it was a way of basically the immigration judge, each immigration judge, creating their own priorities. What's important? Who's important, right? Whose case do I want to, take to completion? Whose case needs to see an end, right? Terminating proceedings is permanently closing, right? And why is this important? Because technically, when a case is administratively closed, the court retains jurisdiction over that case. When the case is terminated or permanently closed, then CIS or immigration has jurisdiction over that case. And this, again, this was something that immigration judges used to have the power to do, but that was taken away from them.
Gotcha. Fully understand. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, Conrad Pollack, Nelson Madrid, giving us an update as to what's going on with immigration. One of the questions I wanted to ask you before we jump deep into the questions that people are asking is, what if someone came here on a ship and did not go back? Are they eligible for adjustment of status in any way? Can they get it?
No. The short answer is no.
Right.
We have done those cases in the past. They are eligible for other sorts of immigration benefit. Give us a call, 212-844-774-3529. There are certain categories or certain classifications of people who enter on certain types of visas that are prohibited from certain forms of relief. But you want to be careful in situations like that. Those people would generally be considered crewmen.
Right.
Crewman is not eligible for adjustment of status. Crewman is not eligible for cancellation of removal. There are certain restrictions depending on the type of visa you enter with. We've spoken about this in the past. Some people enter on a J visa. Some J visas are subject to a 2-year foreign residency requirement. But there is a waiver for that requirement. Look, again, and I know we've said this many, many, many times on the show, it's important to be properly guided through this process and not try to do this on your own. Trying to do this on your own can, I'm not saying it will, but it can create a lot of problems for you. As you know, let me give you an example, the 944, right? The Declaration of Self-Sufficiency. It's on, it's not on, it's on, it's not on, it's on, it's not on. No, now it's not on, but now there's a couple of federal lawsuits pending, so it's one of these things, right? And we've spoken about this again in the past, and it's something I often tell my clients, you pay me to worry for you. That's my job, right? My job is to make sure that your case is moving right along. If there's any change, I am aware of that change. And if anything needs to be fixed, I can fix whatever it is that needs to be fixed.
Gotcha. Ladies and gentlemen, remember, there are still free consultations that you can get. So if there's anyone out there that would like to have an immigration question answered, and you want to speak directly with someone, reach out to the firm, ask for Ralston. Ralston will get it set up for you, ladies and gentlemen, my yard bridger, as I always say. And the number is 844-774-3529. You heard Nelson just answering that question. And I love it when, you can reach out to real attorneys, okay, not some bogus individual on the corner of Garden Road or wherever and all of that. No, a gal or guy, whomever. Choose your weapons carefully because immigration is a minefield. Call him now, get that free consultation, short one, 844-PPID-LAW. That's 844-774-3529. That's 844-774-3529. I've got one more question before I get to the regular questions. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if you remember, Nelson, but I was asking, well, maybe you can just say what visa one should look into. And he's going to be calling me today to make link with you. I have a friend of mine who is in Jamaica, and he runs an extremely successful business, very successful business. And he wants to also extend that business to Miami, Florida. What kind of visa would and should he apply for? We were talking about e-visas in the past. He's a Jamaican citizen.
Conrad, I think that would be an e-visa, or
I'm sorry, I
He-
wasn't paying attention. Tell me again.
No, I
Go
said, I have a friend of mine who runs a very successful business in Jamaica, in Montego Bay, but he wants to now extend his business to Miami. He has a visitor's visa, obviously, but he wants to know, how does he go about setting up his business in Miami?
Oh,
Can he
yeah,
do
different
that?
options. I'm gonna need to know what type of business specifically. I need to have an idea about gross receipts. I need to know how many people are working in the office in Jamaica. And then I need to know what he's proposing to do in the United States. What kind of office, what are they gonna do there? How many people does he anticipate?
It's a jewelry business.
The jewelry business. Okay, even better. He could possibly go for an investor visa. He could possibly go for an L1 visa as a transferee. Depends on who he's looking to transfer there, how many people are going to work there, what kind of money he's going to invest. This is not a simple matter, like filing a visa petition for your wife. There's a lot more details. What I would suggest is this person should reach out to me directly, call us up at our office, or send me an email at cep@ppid.com. And I could talk to you directly about it. It's a little more involved, but it's certainly doable. Depending on numbers, finances, people, how many people he's looking to bring, how many people he's looking to employ. He has a few different options.
Would his family be grandfathered in under that? Be put on that visa?
Grandfather is not the proper term. Depending on the type of visa, yes. If he goes for an E visa, if he's eligible, if he goes for an L1 visa, if he's eligible, yes, spouse and children under 21 could accompany him to the United States.
They know their sheesh, ladies and gentlemen. They know their stuff. I got to admit. So that's the reason why I reach out to PPID, ladies and gentlemen. Reach out to them now. Give them a call. The number is 844-774-3529. That's 844-774-3529. Once again, good morning to each and everyone tuning in to us on 93.5 WVIP FM. I am David Annakie of Link Up Media, and we've got two attorneys here answering your immigration questions. Do remember to place them on Facebook in the comment section. Also, do remember to send that newsletter. Who's that noise? Is that you? Who's this? Who's it this time?
It's Nelson.
Oh, sorry. So 844-PPID-LAW, that's 844-774-3529. Speaking of the newsletter, remember to subscribe by emailing news@ppid.com. That's news@ppid.com, so you can be kept updated. With that said, let's go to a question here. I am a U.S. citizen, but my child was born in Jamaica. How do I know if my child is a U.S. citizen too? What documentation will I need to provide to the embassy?
Well, you could go to the embassy and ask the embassy, right? I mean, that would be the easiest way, right? Just go to the embassy, show them proof that you're a citizen, and tell them that you had a child abroad. I mean, again, a lot of these questions are not simply answered. It's not a 1 or 2 word answer. Is that the mother who's asking the question? And if it's the mother who's asking the question, is she married to the father of the child? Is the father of the child a citizen? Does the mother have custody? Was there a legal separation? Is there a divorce? These are obviously other questions I would need to answer that question. But the easiest way to find out is just go to the embassy. Go to the embassy, tell them, I have a child and I'm a citizen, and I want to know if my child derives citizenship through me.
Also, if they don't want to go that route, they could always go online, go to the State Department, USStateDepartment.gov website. There are specific questions, FAQs about this type of thing on the Department of State website. You could get some answers there. But again, as Nelson said, that a situation like that involves specific facts, specific scenarios. We could be here for an hour talking about the different possibilities as to how that works and what type of documentation you need. So.
Gotcha. I think we have Mr. Handler coming back in right now. There you go. Let's let him in.
I think that the chair is filled. Before it was a vacant chair there. I thought, I was just thinking, I was going to call to one of my secretaries to get one of those cardboard cutouts, and have Adam's face drawn on the cutout and put it in the chair.
That's funny. Yeah, no, like I said, not the morning I expected, but perfect example of expect the unexpected and be prepared for your response. And what is your response going to be when you need a good lawyer? We certainly hope that it's Pollack, Isaac, and DeSico, whether it's adjusting your status here in the United States, or avoiding deportation, or an accident case, or maybe you catch a case on the criminal side. We are here for you, and we are exceptional lawyers that do it the right way. And we're so happy that you are listening to the show and following us. I see the calls are coming in. So you guys must be talking about those free consultations, right? I mean, that's what's pretty much going on, huh?
Yes, we have. That's what I just can't get over that haircut, but I'll leave that alone. Ladies and gentlemen, Adam Handler, the case handler. Adam, why don't you tell the folks what you do before we get to the top of the hour?
Yeah, well, I'm the partner at the firm in charge of the personal injury cases. My job is to get you as much money as possible when you're in that.
Yeah.
I'm not hearing anything. Did we lose audio?
I thought it was me. Adam's
on mute.
We're not. Are you muted, man? We're not hearing you. We're all hearing each other, but we're not hearing you. What's going on over there?
Must be something about that haircut.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, Adam Handler, I don't know what's going on with him today, man. Murphy's Law is definitely working with him.
Oh, it's the haircut.
And evidently he's hearing us, but we're not hearing it.
I can hear you guys perfectly.
There you go. Now you're back.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know where I cut off, but whatever. It's Monday. We're tuning up for the week, I guess, right?
There you go. So it was about what you do, man. You can start over again.
Oh boy. Listen, what I do is I get you money. That's really what happens. When you're hurt in the United States, your only remedy under the civil system of justice is monetary compensation, right? So if you're hurt through the fault of somebody else, they owe you money. That's simple as that. Whether they're paying you personally or their insurance is paying you, you're entitled to all your damages, your pain and suffering, your medical bills, your time out of work. We've been doing it for years. I've been doing it nearly 17 years, over 17 years now, over $130 million for my clients, $20 million last year. Last week, $750,000 against the city of New York. So we do some pretty special things, but it's all about having our number saved if, God forbid, disaster strikes. We certainly don't expect that you're going to be in an accident right now, but as we always say, Squeeze, what is your response going to be? You can't prepare for the accident. We know that, because that's how accidents happen, but you can prepare for your response. And what is your response to that going to be? You can see my car being towed, by the way, right past the house. What is your response going to be? And I certainly hope that you're going to consider our firm, Pollack, Isaac, and DeSico. We've done some wonderful things for the community that's embraced us for so many years, and we look forward to doing that, continue to work.
Okay, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Adam Handler, he's some people call him the accident attorney, the personal injury attorney. They call him all kinds of names, but make sure you do call him. I want everyone to store the number. The same number that we used for the immigration side is the same number we used for the personal injury side. Remember, The consultations are free right across the board for now, at least. With Adam Handler, consultations are always going to be free because that's personal injury. With immigration, make sure you dial the number 844-774-3529. That's 844-774-3529. Let's squeeze in a question before we get to the top. My son's status was to follow before he reaches 21. However, the D260 was done and sent in last year, March. But due to the pandemic, his visa process stopped. What will happen now because he reached 21, August 21, since August of last year? Will his visa be denied?
Very possibly. It's going to depend on the circumstances. Again, this is a situation where, this is not a yes or no answer. We need details. Who applied? Mom, dad, wife, brother? Who applied? Is that person a resident? Have a green card? U.S. citizen? What's the situation? How long ago did they apply? How long did it take to get the case approved? He might be covered by the CSPA, which would benefit him, even though he's 21 in reality. Under the CSPA, under the immigration law, he still may be under 21, considered under 21. We need details.
All right. 844 PPID law. Get that free consultation. 844-774-3529. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you reach out to them and get your immigration now, because I don't believe anything lasts forever.
Hey, Adam.
Yo, buddy.
I no true life success story today.
Yeah, you know what? We press for time when your car gets towed, and you use value.
We gotta
All right, let's sneak one in, real quick, and then I'm gonna hop off and do this case for another.
Yeah, but Adam, in the future, just word of advice from someone slightly older than you. You got to pay make those car payments. Otherwise,
I know it's a repo right here. No, you don't even want to know how dumb I am. It was my fault.
Car payments, man. You can't just blame your wife that, she forgot to send it in this month. You got to make those payments, man.
Put it on auto pay, man. Auto pay. All right.
It's on, guys. It's on auto pay. All right. The case handler pays his bills. Like I say all the time, Squeeze, to my clients when they're picking up those big settlement checks. There's two kinds of guys, right? There's the guys that sign the front of the checks, and there's the guys that sign the back of the checks. Right. Who do you want to be? Well, you want to be the guy signing the back of the checks.
Exactly.
Right. I can't log into my website right now. I think I'm having an issue with my Wi-Fi. So again, ladies and gentlemen, we're tuning up for the week. It's been quite a Monday. I'm going to leave it to the capable hands of my partners.
You got to pay all your bills. All right.
Alan was back, but man. You took.
Right, speaking of paying bills, I'm going to hang up. I'm going on a settlement conference. The city's got thousands of dollars already on the case. Let's see how much more I can squeeze out of them. And we'll talk about it tomorrow. How's that sound?
Take care, man. Feel better.
All right, guys. Take care.
All right. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Adam Handler, never a dull moment. But if and when you do get hurt in an accident, he's the man that you will need, because he's always rushing to get off to deal with his clients, get them their money and all of that. That is the man you want working for you. All right. The number is 844-774-3529. That's 844-PPIDLAW. And before we end the show, I just want to remind everybody, Pollack, Isaac, and DeSico brought back the free consultations. Once again, a lot of you beat me up saying, Squeeze, why did you take away the free consultations? I didn't take it away. All right. I made it clear nothing lasts forever. But once again, here's an opportunity for you to speak with someone at the firm, get your immigration question answered. It will be a short consultation. The key is to hire them and let them do the work. Immigration, as Conrad noted all the time, is a minefield. Do give them a call, get that free consultation. 844-PPID-LAW. That's 844-774-3529. That's 844-774-3529. Have yourself an amazing Monday, gentlemen and everybody. Take care.
It's 10 o'clock.
There you go.